Hey guys, want to do some shorter form content, so I'm just going to do a recap of this game I just played. Didn't record it, so I've just wanted to play a quick match, but it was a really entertaining game, so I thought I'd do a quick recap on how it went. On the play, or on the draw against Ronnie, um, opening hand's not that exciting, so we take a mull to start us off. Uh, this hand has like 30 CMC of mana value, so we're going to take a mull here as well. We see this hand, which is kind of okay, but I'm still inclined to use the Serum Powder over just keeping it. So I can Serum Powder and put away the Ancient Tomb and the Expedition map and get a fresh 5. We see this 5, which is a bit suspect. There's really only 3 cards in it. The Blade of the Blood Chief and the Candelabra don't really do anything as of yet. But we'll give it a crack. If we're trying out Blade today with the Brood Scale to try and see if that combo is worth putting in the Eldrazi shell. So we'll give this one a keep, and maybe the Once Upon a Time finds the Brood Scale and we're off to the races, but we'll give it a crack. Ronnie starts off with a turn 1 Tabernacle. So you can already see where I'm going with this. It's going to be a strange game. We lead with the Once Upon a Time, seeing City of Traders, Sowing Myco Spawn, Talon Gates, Dugan's Lab, and Ballista. Given that the spawns that can be made off of the Kozilek's command are a lot worse because of the Tabernacle, considering that the usual play pattern would be end step, make spawns, draw cards, and then untap and then use the mana to play something big. Obviously that's not going to work with facing down a Tabernacle, so I ultimately decided to take the Myco Spawn, play the Candelabra out, and we'll just try and work our way up to the Myco Spawn. Ronnie's turn 2 is just play a bounce land, pick up a Tabernacle. We draw a stinker, so we'll just play our Blade out and then pass turn. When he plays it out again, puts a puts an Abundant Growth on it, and then also plays out an Oath of Druids. My draw for the turn is a Grim Monolith, so I don't have a play. Pass back to Ronnie. Ronnie plays Tropical Island and Wargates for a Forbidden Orchard. So he's got the combo pretty much ready to go. For those who haven't seen it, Forbidden Orchard gives me a creature, and then that means that Oath of Druid will trigger, and then Ronnie will flip cards from the top of his library until he hits a creature and put it straight in play. And if you've built your deck correctly with Oath of Druids, you'll put in something enormous, and your whole deck is just 1 or 2 hits off for the Oath of Druids. So, in a pretty bad spot given the cards that we've got available to us. We draw a gemstone, so we do have land, so we can play the Grim Monolith out. I figure playing Grim is better than playing the Myco Spawn in this spot, just assuming that if he hits like an Attracts off the Oath of Druids, we can clean it all up with all his dust, and we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana to do so next turn by playing the Grim Monolith this turn. So that's what we're going to go with. So end of turn, we get our Spirit Token. Let the Oath Trigger happen. Unfortunately, we see an Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn. So, pretty good card. Tough for us to deal with. Our hand is not well equipped to take on the Spaghetti Monster himself, so we're going to have to find something pretty good to navigate our way out of this one. Ronnie pillages, cracks a Flooded Strand, plays an Idyllic Tutor, gets Fast Bond. What his deck is trying to do is go Fast Bond plus either a Bounce Land or an Oboro to keep playing land, so getting basically infinite landfall triggers and then killing you with either Retreat to Khazad-dûn, Retreat to Hagra, which is the black one which drains for 1 each time you play a land. So you lose 1 life to the Fast Bond, but the landfall trigger gains you 1 life, so you net stay the same, and then Ronnie's opponent, being us, would die. And then you can also play like Obnixilis or something to a similar effect. So cool build from Ronnie. I'm working on it myself, trying to see ways that we can streamline it a bit. So anyway, we've made it back to my turn 5. Definitely going to let my spirits go away. We draw a land for turn, so we'll play that. I suspect Ronnie's going to use a Forbidden Orchard to just give us another opportunity to Oath of Druids the following turn. So he does use it, pays for his Tabernacle trick on his Emrakul, as you definitely want to do. And now is where the fun begins. He's gonna. I have no way to stop the Emrakul attack, so Emrakul comes in. We've got the Annihilator 6 trick on the stack, but I think of a line here that's probably the best chance that we get out of this one. We Kozilek's command, sack the tokens, and try and find something good off of it. So, like, obviously we can't just cop the Annihilator 6 naturally, so we're going to have to do this to absorb 3 of the Annihilator. I could do it for more with the Grim Monolith, but I think it makes more sense just to do it for 3, sack the 3 Scions, the Spirit token, probably the Candelabra, and maybe one other thing. So the Kozilek's command sees Ugin 6, Probe, and Basking Broodscale. So now that we know we've got Broodscale available to us, the Blade of the Bloodchief's a bit more enticing. So we'll go bottom, Probe, keep Basking Broodscale. Sack the 4 creatures, the Candelabra, and the Gemstone Caverns. Bunch of triggers for the Blade. We'll cop the 15 hit, and really hoping that we can somehow. This game's like in a pretty shocking spot, but it is winnable if we can put the combo together with the Basking Broodscale and then use Ivogin. So we'll see what we can do with it. We get another creature, play the Trade Routes, play the Dark Heart of the Woods, and a City of Solitude. So none of these really affect the board too much, so the plan is still the same. There was some consideration there to keeping the token, and then if I can put the blade onto the token, then if I can get infinite death triggers, I can one-shot here, but there's also Maze of Ith. Ronnie played a couple turns earlier, so definitely not winning via combat, and yeah, we're facing down Emrakul. So in this spot, things are looking pretty bleak. And we draw Gaia's Cradle, so very interesting draw step. Definitely, I can see a way that we can win this game, but it's not immediately clear. I think it involves getting enough green mana to play. I need to play the Broodscale, activate it, and then be able to use the Eye of Ugin. So the line that I take here is play Myco Spawn. Unfortunately, I serum powdered earlier in the game and lost my Yevamaya, but the Planar Nexus here is going to do a good enough impression of a green source, plus also turning on the tower. So with that, we can play the Broodscale, equip the Blade, play the Cradle, activate the Broodscale, get the token, do the loop, so make infinite mana this way, and then with that we can Eye of Ugin for Walking Ballista, and that takes the game. So from a spot that looked completely unwinnable, completely irredeemable against Emrakul on turn 3 or 4, able to turn this one around with the new inclusion of Broodscale plus Blade of the Bloodchief. So yeah, fascinating game. Just thought I wanted to show you guys that one, and stay tuned for more content. Let me know if you guys like this kind of short form replay, and yeah, stay tuned.